live on YouTube. And now we have more people coming, and I need to remake the rooms, recreate the rooms. Read and again, where is just a sec, guys, a lot of stuff to do around here. Sure. Okay. Okay. See you soon. Bye-bye. And, you know, if you still listen to my voice, it means that you are here in the main room with me and with Melissa and with Leo and with Duda and who else? Gustavo, Francisco, and Heitor.
I don't remember the last time that I was in a small room. I am always on YouTube. Oh my gosh.
Hi, teacher. Good evening. Hello, Francisco. Good evening. Is it your first time here? Francisco?
You're muted, Francisco.
Hi, teacher. Yes.
So, let me explain to you how TNT works. First of all,
don't speak English. But
can you understand a little?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. So okay. So first of all, TNT is not a class. Okay, I'm not a teacher. I'm just the hostess today. And as a host, I just bring the topic and make some questions to make the conversation flows. It's just a conversation in English, okay? So feel free to talk about what you feel, what you think, and you can ask for help. We are here all to help you somehow, okay? And let's start presenting ourselves. Mel, do you mind starting?
No, here we go. So my name's Melissa. Today I'm the co-host, as you already know. I'm 19 years old and I live in São Paulo. Nice to meet you. So glad to meet you.
Great. Nice to meet you. And you, Duda? What about you?
Guys. Good evening. My name is Maria Eduarda. You can call me Duda. I'm 16 years old. I'm from Rio de Janeiro. And I'm a host here too on Mondays at 5 p.m. That's it.
Great. Leo, your turn.
Hey guys, good evening. My name is Leonardo. I am 26 years old. I live in São Paulo and I like to read books, listen to music, and that's it.
Great. Gustavo.
Hello everybody, my name is Gustavo. I am 28 years old. I live in São Paulo, Cajamar. And I am host here in the Spanish meetings. That's it, guys.
Oh. And you, Francisco, please present yourself.
Good evening, guys. My name is Francis. My wife, Marisol. And now stay working. Look.
Hello.
Hey.
What is that? What are you doing?
Heart attack.
Okay, I don't think I got it.
It's like a show. It's a show, Paula. Porque it's like it. It's like a show. Art show.
Oh, okay.
I watched that
Francis.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
So, great. Let's start with the questions, right? Let's start with the conversation.
Yeah.
And the first question is, do you know the difference between solitude and loneliness? Melissa.
Great. So I think that the difference it's on like the symptoms. I think it's possible to differentiate the difference of these two by how are you feeling. As the video mentioned it, if you like feel so I mean physical symptoms. If you're like exhausted, bad tempered, you think you must talk to somebody, your trusted one, maybe you're not having solitude. Like if you can't live with yourself, you can have a good time with yourself, maybe you're not living solitude. That's my point on it. What about you, Duda?
So as the video showed for us, I think that loneliness is when we are like sad, with this, we are feeling alone and this kind of things. And solitude is something that I really like. I like to be alone, trying to understand myself, doing things that I like watching movies, reading books, this kind of things, listen to music. And I think that's it. Loneliness is when we feel sad with something, with not to be with someone or this kind of things. And solitude is about to be in a good way with yourself. This connection, with the mind, with the body, this kind of things.
Great. Very good point. And you, Leo?
I think this is the way you face the moments that you are alone. It can be something good for you or not. If it's good, it makes you feel the opposite of tired, that I don't remember right now how to say. And feel comfortable being by yourself. It's solitude. But if you feel really sad with negative thoughts, it's loneliness. And so it's not something good.
Great. And you, Gustavo?
Yeah, well, I agree with you guys. I didn't know this word, solitude. Also, I didn't know the concept of it. But in my case, I like, the concept. I like being alone, doing my stuffs, thinking about my life, programming, coding a lot. So for me, the quarantine was like the way I used to live, before the quarantine. So for me, it was like easy, easy to get, use it to it.
Great, great. And you, Francisco? Do you have any idea the difference between solitude and loneliness?
I didn't understand.
Teacher, sorry, my English is very basic, but I understand more or less.
Mm-hmm.
My wife understand very good.
Better than you. So, what's your name? What's your name?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My name is Marisol.
Marisol. So if you want to join the conversation, feel free, okay? If you have something to say about it, about the topic, loneliness and solitude, if you want to say something, please feel free.
Teacher, I don't understand.
No problem. No problem. So let's move to another question. Yes, and for me, it's pretty much what you have said. Solitude, loneliness is kind of negative feeling, And solitude is, I don't know, maybe the state of being away of society, from society. And it's a good thing to recharge, as the guy in the video said, recharge and think about your life, this kind of stuff. So let's move to the second question, which is, do you think is it important to spend some time alone? Why? Duda.
For sure. For example, in my case, I like to be alone. Of course, with solitude to be creative. To get creativity in my life, to get inspiration in my life, to do my things. And it's so important because we live in a society, of course, we live with other people, but it's important to have this time with ourselves. As I said before, it's important to make this kind of connections with the body and with the mind, because all the time we have things to do, we have people to talk with, a lot of things, we have work, we have study, we have a lot of things. So it's important to disconnect of this past world, this kind of things. So yeah, it's important, in my opinion. It's so important. That's it.
Right. And you, Gustavo?
Yes, I do think it's important. I agree with Duda. I think we need to stay alone for quite a moment to think about what we actually like, what are our plans, for the future, things like that, because everybody has its own plans, and it's almost like when you are meditating. I don't know how to say that, but
Meditation?
Yeah, it's like a meditation. So I think it's important this moment.
Yeah, great. And you, Francisco, would you like to answer this question? Did you understand this question? Actually, are you still there? I don't think so. So, well, do you think is it important to spend some time alone?
Society we live in.
Keep going, Leo.
It's fine.
So I totally agree with you all. I do think it's pretty important to spend some time alone. I think it's a way to connect with ourselves, and as Gustavo said, make plans to our future. I think that we can clear our mind. And I think it's like an important feature of self-knowledge. I think it's pretty crucial. That's my point of view. And here we have someone
Hosanna.
who just showed up. Hosanna.
Yes, Hosanna.
Hey, Hosanna.
Hello.
Hosanna, are you there?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay, so moving on.
Leo, did you answer this one? I don't think so. So, Leo Lopes, please.
Yeah, despite we live in a society, I am not a social being. So I really avoid being around so much people. I like to be alone and spending a lot of time just reading or listening music, and even working or studying. I don't like to every time be around people, except on TNT. Here I talk a lot and spend a lot of time with you.
Yeah, great. I know it. Okay, Francisco. So we have now Hosanna. Hello, Hosanna. How are you doing?
Good evening.
Good evening. Could you please present yourself?
My name is Rosana. I live in Recife.
Great.
Eu sou bem iniciante no inglês. Eu tô tendo umas aulinhas também de inglês. Aí eu vi que vocês têm uma hora, né, que eu disse, não, eu vou testar para ver, né, como é que é.
Great, great. Welcome aboard and feel free to talk if you want or just listen to us, okay? And can you understand a little bit? I don't think so. So don't worry. Today we're talking about the difference between solitude and loneliness. Nós estamos conversando sobre a diferença entre solidão e solitude.
Certo.
Okay? So feel free if you want to ask something, okay? You can. Você pode colocar no chat se você tiver alguma dúvida e a gente vai tentar te ajudar da melhor maneira.
É porque eu só vim para, tipo, ouvinte, para ver
Ok.
como é que era. Mas, sim, à vontade.
Ok, so fica à vontade para como ouvinte, tá bom? Qualquer coisa pergunta no chat, beleza? So let's move on. Yes, I really think that it's important to spend some time alone and not just to think about our problems, our life, but just to chill out, you know, just to think about nothing. And I don't know how to say this, but to clean our mind, you know. I don't know how to express myself. So, and the third question is, when was the last time you spent some time alone? What did you do, and did you enjoy it? Gustavo.
You know, I think the question means like when you actually took some time, you know, to think about the stuffs and, you know, to actually do nothing, right? Because every single day, I spend some time, a lot of time, you know, by myself. So I don't talk about that. I think that regarding like thinking, staying, you know, quiet, alone, thinking, and only making some plans. I do it sometimes, you know, especially when I'm on vacations. I like to do this. So the last time was in October. I went to the beach, and in this meantime, you know, I was there, and I like to, you know, stay just at night, take a walk, you know, next to the beach and thinking about the stuff, doing nothing. So that was the last time.
Great. Seems amazing. And you, Leo?
It was last weekend. I walked to a park near to my house and just sitting near to a tree and spend a lot of time think about a decision I needed to take. So it was really good.
Yeah, great. And you, Mel?
No, I think I cut you. I'm sorry. Did I cut you?
No.
The other question? Question 2?
No.
Oh,
no,
sorry.
don't worry.
I thought it. Sorry. Anyways.
Don't worry.
So I've been alone since March of 2020 because of pandemic. So since that, I've been alone, and I've been spending time alone, and I really enjoy it because I don't have too much privacy. So I kind of search to be alone. I try to be alone all the time. That's it. What about you, Duda?
Well, actually, it was today after my school class. I was unhappy with my class, my chemistry class. So I thought, oh my God, I need to stop because I don't want to study these kind of things anymore, you know. So it was today, after my class, I put my playlist to my song playlist, you know, and it was awesome because I was, how can I say estressada? I forgot.
You can say stressful.
Stress.
Stress.
You know,
Stress.
yeah, and it was awesome for me because now I'm good with the TNT too, my TNT, and now with the Paula's TNT. So it was awesome for me, and I'm always doing that. I really like this kind of things. I really like to be alone with solitude, you know.
Yes. In my case, I love my own company, you know, and I can sit drinking a beer and listen to my favorite songs and singing along all day long. And I did it last Saturday. Last Saturday, no, I was sick last Saturday. A few weeks ago, on a Saturday, I did it and it was awesome. And I was just thinking about nothing, you know. I really love this. And thanks God, my neighbors didn't complain about my my voice and everything because I was singing really loud. I love doing this. The next question is
Can I ask you something? I don't know
sure.
if you can answer that, but I was thinking here, you know, like creativity, leisure, I don't know, like ócio criativo. We can compare that with solitude, you know. What do you think about that? Like to be
Yes,
alone with
yeah, if you
ourselves.
use this time to create something, I guess you can compare this. I think so.
Yeah,
Because
me
it's
too.
about what you do. What do you think, Mel? I think it's about what you do in this moment that you take to yourself. So if you are able to create something, to use this time alone to think and to create something, I think so. Mel, would you like to
Actually,
share?
of course. Actually, I think creativity stands for discipline too. I think like a 1% is inspiration and things like that. I think everything comes down to discipline, to study, and that kind of thing. I really don't know if actually I think quarantine and lockdown can contribute to enhance your creativity, but at the end of the day, I think it all comes to discipline. Do you agree with me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you guys.
Um, so the next question is, what is the next question? Oh, during this pandemic, are there times when being alone has been difficult for you? Are you learning anything from this experience? Leo.
Yeah, there were some moments, but I really don't know exactly the moment. I think this year it doesn't happen, but in the last year, I think in two or in the second or the third month, I don't know, but it was I don't know how explain how it was. It was a little bit sad, but at the same way, it was, oh, okay, I needed to know how to deal with it because it will be really common. So I cannot avoid this kind of situation. So it was also a moment to learn.
Great. And you, Mel?
Yep. as Leo said, last year, like the beginning of all this, it was pretty difficult because it seems that it all happened out of the blue. So even if I enjoy a lot, even I appreciate a lot being alone, last year at the beginning was pretty difficult. Like I remember that I couldn't be with myself. I was hating myself a lot and living with my mom actually, we two living together, it was like really, really difficult to leave full time to be in the same house, sharing the same home full time. It was pretty, pretty difficult. But nowadays it's okay. I really enjoy it. That's it.
Great. And you, Gustavo?
No, not actually. As I already said in the beginning, for me it wasn't like so difficult at all because I used to in the past to stay, especially working, and sometime and by myself at my home, and I also thank God, because of the situation, because I could enjoy with my family, spend more time with them, and also think about my career, rethink about the steps I was doing, reorganizing, so making the priorities, so it wasn't so difficult for me, and that's it. Yeah.
Great. And Duda?
Well, yeah. I think that there are a lot of times that being alone is not so good, especially in this pandemic. For example, as Mel said, as you guys said, last year, in the beginning of the pandemic, it was so hard for me because I used to, for example, go out with my friends and kind of things. I know that there are worse problems. I know that, so please, I know that. But in my case, I'm saying in my case, it was a problem. It's not about go out or not go out. It's about to be with people that I love to be and not to be with these people, So I remember that in the beginning of the pandemic, I started to record videos. I put my cell phone in the window, and I record for about, I don't know, 30 minutes the sky and this the oh my god, what is the sky, the passage of the time. So I recorded a lot of videos and I put that in a fast way, so I could see the time passage. And I remember a lot of time, oh my god, I'm lost in my life with this pandemic. I'm not happy with that, but I understand that I need to be grateful because I'm good. My health is good, my mental health and my physical health is good in this moment. So besides these bad times, I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be passing this kind of things, because everything in my life, I believe that it's learning. So I'm learning a lot with this pandemic, besides all the problems, and that's it.
Great. It's very great. So the next question is, what has been a positive experience of solitude for you? What has been, did I ask this one? All right. No? And what has been a positive experience of solitude for you, and what has been a negative experience? I think it's kind of the same as the fourth one. What do you think? Should we skip this one? Now I realize how they are similar. So let's move to the sixth one. We don't have enough time, so we can skip this one. Have you ever felt alone, even though you were surrounded by many people? And how was it? Leo?
I think no, because I'm not used to spend a lot of time surrounded by people. So I use it's really common. I choose the people I am surrounded. So when it happens, I am with my friends, and I don't feel alone when I am with them.
Okay, great. And you, Will?
Actually, yes. I like most of the time I feel like I am the third wheel. Really, for real. Because I'm not saying that I am an amazing person and I have a singular personality, but in most of the cases, the people that I have to live with, there wasn't a sentiment of identification. I couldn't match my interests, like the things that I like to the people that I used to live with. So I kind feel of the third wheel. Yes, 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 yes. So a lot of times I've experienced it. What about you, Gustavo?
Not so many times, but I do actually feel this way when I in a place that I am not like, say, you feel, when you feel you don't belong to a place, like people think different than you cannot like be yourself, talk about the stuffs you like or things you do actually, because people won't understand, you for real. So I think in these moments it's not like a good way, and you feel like, okay, I am alone because I cannot count with anyone here, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And you, Duda?
As Gustavo said, in my case, it's the same. Sometimes I feel that I don't belong in a group or in a place. And sometimes I don't feel that I am in the same, vibe and the same energy that other people. So yeah, it can happen. We are surrounded by many people, but sometimes it doesn't mean nothing. It's hard to say that, but it's the truth.
Yes.
We cannot share our thoughts, our acts. So I think so. I felt.
Yeah, I agree with you. Sometimes we're just living in different moments of our lives. And sometimes we are with friends, but they are living in a different way, in a different moment of their lives. And it's just like Gustav said, I think that I don't belong that place in that moment. And it sometimes sucks, because we want to be with them, but we don't feel comfortable with them. It's kind of weird, but yes, it happened to me sometimes. Oh, let me see the time. Okay. Next question is, in your opinion, can loneliness become a problem and how? Leo, what do you think? We're talking about
Yeah,
loneliness, that negative feeling, and so on.
yeah, I was think about it. Um, it can be really hard if you have any mental disease. So it can be a bigger problem if you have anxiety or depression and moments that you are really by yourself can be harder.
Yeah. And you, Duda, what do you think about it?
So loneliness is a problem. I need to confess that before this meeting, I thought that I didn't know about the meaning of solitude. So in my head, uh, we have we had good loneliness and bad loneliness. But now I know that solitude is this kind of good loneliness. So is a problem when you feel that it's a problem to be alone, when you feel sad about this fact, when you feel that you can't, that you don't have a person with you, that you don't have someone that you can count and you can share your thoughts, kind of things. And that's a problem, being alone. When you feel that's a problem, being alone. That's my point of view.
Yeah. And you, Gustavo?
Yes, I agree with Duda. According to the meaning of the word loneliness, it means like you are suffering. So anytime you are feeling loneliness, there is a problem, about that, because you are suffering, you don't feel well with that situation. So, and it can become like a little sad, a mental disease, and there are a lot of problems, regarding that. So I think, yeah.
Yeah. And Mel?
Well, I don't have much to say. I totally agree with you all. As the guy on the video mentioned, I think it kind of is the state that you disconnect with yourself. So it could be pretty harmless to the point of becoming a mental illness or mental disease. So yeah, I don't have much to say.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you all. I think we can move to the next question. We still have, okay, people are almost coming back to the main room, but we still have time to another question. Do you think social media can cause loneliness, or can it keep people from being lonely? Did you get the question? Do you think social media can cause loneliness, or can it keep people from being lonely? So what do you think? Duda, what do you think about it?
If I understand correctly, I think that social media can cause loneliness. We have a lot of people, we have a lot of connections, we have Instagram, Facebook, this kind of things. But sometimes we feel lonely because this kind of a lot of things doesn't mean anything, it doesn't mean nothing for us. It's something superficial. This word exists. Superficial, a lot of people, it's the same that nothing, because sometimes the people don't care about the others. Sometimes the people just care about status and money and recording videos that it's not the real life. So when you see someone recording a video about the best life of the world, and you think, oh my god, my life is not this way, what I'm doing wrong, why my life is this kind of this way. So I think that social media can cause loneliness for sure.
Great. And you, Gustavo, what do you think about it?
Yeah, I think social media itself, it's not a problem. It actually has these algorithms, that kind of show us only the bright thing, the bright side of life. But of course, if you surround yourself with the really, how can I say, your really close friends and people that you can open your life with them and share the ideas, and you feel like happy because of their achievements, let's say like that, that their moments and so on. So you feel like they are part of your life, and then you surround yourself only with those people. Okay, so this way it won't bring you like loneliness. But as Duda said, in most of the cases, we are like connecting to a lot of people that we cannot be ourselves, in front of those people, let's say like that. So in this case, you kind of get like alone.
Yeah. And you, Leo, what do you think?
I think that social media connect us to other people, but we need to feel connect in some ways to that person that we are following, or feel comfortable to share what we are feeling with someone. And it's really hard to see it in social media because you see people living perfect lives. So, oh, I'm living a hard moment in my life. So, oh, I will share with my friends. Oh, but oh, he's not in the same vibe that me. So it's not a good moment to talk with him. So it doesn't make sense to talk to him right now. So, okay, I will feel by myself right now. So I think this kind of problem can happen using social medias. And I don't know if it's caused analysis, but I think it also doesn't help to avoid this kind of feeling.
Yeah. And you, Mel, just to let people come back to the main room.
All right. So to wrap up all this, my thoughts on this are really subjective. They're not clear because social media, these like the thing, the tool that we have to connect in this pandemic, you know. So with this tool, we are kind of connecting more and more. It could be social media can be a factor to separate us and enhance loneliness and contribute with loneliness actually. But nowadays, it's like the two that we need to connect with each other. That's my point on that.
Yeah, great. Very good point. And welcome back, everyone. How was the therapy session today? Did you like it?
Yeah, a lot. And I would like to say we were answering one question that I asked because, I don't know if you guys talked about here, about virtual friends, if the guys had before TNT in pandemic. And,
Yes,
we answered
that's a
in
really
60
good
seconds.
question.
We answered in the last 60 seconds, and everybody answered. That some of them, I guess, only Anna didn't had any virtual friends before TNT. Me also.
Mhm.
So I am answering now. And where is Lucas? I'm not seeing him here.
On the top.
I see now.
For me, he's on the
He
top.
Yeah. He had a friend, 11 years, for 11 years, a virtual friend. So it was something really interesting. I lost the afraid because I had to, because of TNT, But if it wasn't for TNT in pandemic, I wouldn't had any virtual friend.
Yeah, great. That's a good question. And for you, Lou, what did you think about the conversation today? Did you like it?
Yes, it has to be the part 2 because we couldn't answer all the questions, but it was amazing and I enjoyed a lot.
Great, good to hear. And let me see, Maria Clara, it was your first time here today. So what did you think about the meeting? About TNT? Maria Clara, are you there?
Asking to unmute.
I don't think
Paula
so.
to see if she.
Yes, maybe you're muted. If you're saying something, I can't listen to you because maybe you're muted. Let me see. Let me ask you to unmute yourself. I don't think. Okay.
Yeah.
Now?
Hello.
Can you answer? Hello. Now I can hear you. So what did you think about the conversation? Oh, you are muted again.
Yeah. I guess she clicked again.
Yes. So let me ask someone else while she's handling with this stuff. Others, Is that your name? Edgers. I think I never saw you here before. So how was it for you?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So I like it. I like it so much. It's my first time. And I hope in the next time we'll have some more time, because actually we only have to answer 4 questions, but that's okay. I think it's many people's here, so it's very amazing. It's very fun, and when we see the people talking about yourselves and about your lives, I think this topic is very important for us. There is a complicated situation that we all are living right now, so it's very important, and I really appreciate it. I really like it.
Great. So welcome aboard and keep coming to TNT. You can participate as much as you want. You can join all the meetings. You just go to the website and schedule all the meetings. And guys, I would love to stay here and talk with you all night long, but we are running out of time. And unfortunately, I need to finish this meeting. I would like to thank you all for being here, for your support. And okay, about the feedback. You will receive feedback. Please answer it and gives us some tips, some suggestions about topics, about what you want to talk about here. And what else? Yes, well, just sent here in the chat the link to eAprendi Telegram group. Join us. I don't know if others, if you already, if you are on the Telegram group. If you aren't, please join us, and there you can chat. You can practice your writing and speaking too, because sometimes we send audios of me. So yes, Heitor is saying in the chat, wash your hands, stay safe. What else? Sleep tight. And keep coming, and that's it, guys. Thank you all. And answer the feedback, please answer the feedback.